basically, how difficult is it to remember what a juggernaut, what a success story Tesla is in the face of all the headwinds and news articles about Elon Musk right now, Matt?
Pleasure to be with you. And you're quite right. Omitted from the prevailing narrative, including everything we just heard, is that Tesla still is the world's largest automaker. It's the 9th largest public company. It's worth more than the gross domestic product of Saudi Arabia. The top 10 automakers are just, say, 75%, 78% maybe, of Tesla's market value, which is more than $1 trillion. So that's a really important point to make, which is, amid all of this doom mongering, why is it that the people with the most at stake, who are the shareholders, somehow are missing from everybody's story, including this morning when the sales were first reported? People thought that was the lead. The sales are disappointing, and yet the share price is up the most since June. So what does the share price tell us? It tells us that Tesla is a lot more than its vehicles. It is the autonomous driving, but it's so many more things other than that. It's robotics. It's a visionary who wants to get to Mars, and he's taking everything he's got, which is artificial intelligence, and applying it to his products. And the shareholders see that because the shareholders are constantly looking at the future, not at the past. And one thing I would say about the vehicles, everybody thinks there's a demand problem, but the Model Y was actually refurbished, if you like, this year, which accounted for some of the production slippage. The sales are way up in Norway. They're way up in Spain. So the prevailing narrative really doesn't cut much there. And the Model Y, we forget, was the best-selling vehicle in 2023 in the world, the best-selling vehicle in 2024 in the world. Looks like it's going to be the best-selling EV vehicle in 2025. So those are all things that are missing from the narrative that you've been sharing so far.
Matt, you point out in your opinion piece that by Tesla's own description, it's a full-stack technology company. I've written a lot about that as well. And the most bullish names on the street, on the sell side, their valuations are predicated on this vision of robotaxi and Optimus. But in the here and now, the sales are driven by the sale of cars to consumers. When does the inflection point come where revenues are derived largely from software?
Well, I would just pay attention to the share price, because what motivated my colleague Shinpei and I to produce this piece is all through this year, headline after headline, story after story from everywhere was, as we said, bad to worse. And yet, through it all, everybody is omitting the great parenthetical clause, which is Tesla is still worth more than the 10 biggest competitors combined. Why is that? Why is it that Toyota's valuation is a fourth of what Tesla is? Why is it that General Motors, which you referenced earlier in this program, is just $50 billion and Tesla is $1 trillion? And the answer is there's a lot more to Tesla that people are not looking at. And the best place to go is the share price, because the share price tells you what the relative value of Tesla is every single day.